process and everything with the decision to come back for another year. Can you sort of put into words what this season in particular sort of meant to you?
Yeah, it's taught me a lot, as a human being. Just the grit and adversity that we went through, and being able to, get to where we were with my brothers. Nobody thought we'd get here the way we started the year out, and that didn't matter to us. We didn't listen to the noise. I feel pretty confident that, we did a good job. Us seniors of, changing the culture that we have there in Vermillion. Feel really proud of that, really proud of the senior group that we had, really proud of this entire team. And yeah, to answer your question, it was the greatest decision in my life to come back for another year.
What do you hope people remember about you and what you did for this program specifically?
Yeah, I said this before, just want to be known as, a great leader, great brother, great teammate, just someone that no matter who you were on the team, you could come to me if you needed anything. I just want to be, like I said, just a good person that helped, in some shape or way change a little bit of the culture around here.
How do you feel about the way that you're walking away from this thing with the progress that's been made over the last 3 years specifically?
Yeah, I feel good. The competitor in me is going to eat at me for a long time, I know that. But I'll get through it. I'm really proud of everybody that's involved in this organization and getting to where we were this year, because again, nobody thought we would. So I'm super proud of that. Feel bad for Coyote Nation, just because I that's all I wanted to do was get back to that point we were at last year and get past that. We didn't do that, but I'm still really proud of everybody here.
Any other questions for the athletes? Thanks, boys. All right, thanks. All right, we'll start with some opening comments from head coach Travis Johansen here, and then again go to media from there. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I think first of all, hats off to Montana. Good plan, executed well, good football team, and look forward to following their progress moving forward. Obviously not the execution level that we need to win the football game. 13 penalties and set us behind the sticks quite a bit, too many explosive plays, and I thought getting into a 2-score game, 8 minutes left. If we could have got a stop, I thought our opportunity maybe turned into 1-score game late, give us a shot to stay in that thing and manufacture one out late. Didn't get it done, but really proud of our football team, the holistic nature of the year, and I think we're on good solid ground moving forward.
Coach, O.J. Phillips had that 4th-and-1 run for a touchdown and started the second half, and then we didn't see him much. Was it just a case of?
Yeah, I think LJ entered concussion protocol there throughout the course of the game.
Did that game feel a little like sort of a microcosm of your season in some ways, where kind of a rough start and then you got some things going and worked your way back into it, and then just unfortunately didn't get the ending that you wanted there?
Yeah, I don't know quite if I can put it in big picture terms. You get so locked in on what you're doing in there, but I felt like once we settled down the second half, the explosive touchdown there, late to keep it at 3 scores. We needed a stop in that series, and we felt good about leaving the half with a score, the ability to double up, win the middle 8, and have a chance there. And the punt return, I think, is really and something we have been really mindful of, is making sure the return game didn't hurt us, and to that point we had been pretty good. That was really the catalyst, I think, that pushed it too far back. If we could have scored there or turned around and got that last stop, to get it back to 1 score, I feel like we would have, been in that football game, had a chance. But didn't get it done, and need to address that as we move into the offseason.
Can you sort of walk me through the battle there against Northern too, against that secondary? I know you guys ran into some injuries there too.
Yeah, he's a good player. Obviously a highly targeted guy. Frankly, we busted twice on the 2 explosive touchdowns. One check we didn't get on the same page with there on the 52-yarder. And then the last one was just a fundamental error into the boundary. for the second touchdown. But yeah, he's a good player, and obviously we knew he'd be highly targeted, and find ways to get him out of the backfield in some matchups. We need to do a little bit better job of getting to our stuff that we were going to use to kind of limit him. But yeah, those two plays in particular, we felt like were more on us than a talented player.
Coach, your first season, obviously as the head coach of this team, to have a quarterback like Aidan Bouman, to be able to use him in key situations like this, can you sort of put into words what he's meant to you in his first season?
I'm indebted to Aidan Bouman. As a first-year head coach, you think you're going to end up maybe with a program that's beat up a little bit, and to have a kid like that step up in today's day and age and decide to come back. He could have gone anywhere in the country, got paid, done all those things, and to believe in a place so much and trust in you to do the job the right way means a lot to me. Whole lot to Aidan Bouman.
You guys had not given up a special teams touchdown this year, so what did you see on that punt return Montana took back?
Yeah, our gunner in that moment, who's done a great job for us all year, has got to get to the opposite shoulder of the returner. When you can get downhill on direct catch, it makes it difficult. Ball placement got inside a little bit. We needed the ball spilled to the sideline. When he gets out in space and get downhill, really from that point, it's people on blocks and a lot of space, and I thought Wortham did a good job of creating that into a touchdown.
Montana brings so much pressure. How did you think you guys handled that when you were on offense?
Not well late in the game. When it came obvious passing situations, early in the game, in our run game, we didn't quite get it fit up on the front side the way we wanted to. Did a lot better job in the second half of getting that done. We felt pretty productive from there. But yeah, the first half in the run game, second half when it became some obvious passing scenarios, that's when they're their best, and we didn't want to end up in that, obviously. To come out with a score while that was happening was huge for us, but weren't able to back it up on defense.
This program's been on the rise and obviously didn't quite get back to the point that you got to last year, but at the same time, can you sum up like Aidan, Mo, the rest of these seniors, kind of the legacy that they're leaving behind here and the trajectory that they've started?
They're the only team in the country that went to 3 straight quarterfinals in this year. That's because of them. That's not at all our objective in our program, is to win a national championship, and that's it. They showed this year how you can deal with all the adversity that comes in a holistic year and still go do it, and put yourself in that conversation, give yourself an opportunity to do that. And I don't think a lot of people really understand, how this season went from January to now, and how often their backs were against the wall, and how often they had to recommit and believe to what they were doing, and how much they had to rally a football team week after week. That's not a coaching thing, that's a player thing, and that's a senior leadership thing. And what they were able to do in the course of their career is second to none at the University of South Dakota, and couldn't be more proud to coach that group of guys. They've left this place right where it needs to be, with the opportunity to continue to build, continue to chase national championships, and we will do that.
Any other questions for Coach? All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.